focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Missouri's offense will get the first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Texas A&M's offense has the ball for the first time. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The pull and throw off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggie! When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the rafters are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
It's complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the defense got him at the 27.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Going to swing it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Manning. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. And off to Jones. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Quarterback may change this route. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Plows through the defense. Got the first down and more. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Sends it back in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
And the Aggies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeper picks up the first down. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. A&M comes back out with another first down. Brown has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4. And
oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped. And this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Blizzy. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Off the play fake. Here's a hit. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Tigers are flying down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Catch in the middle, it's Manning. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Murphy. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
The quick out. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
They send the tight end in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Owens. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Back to throw. It's Murphy. Back open in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a second and long. On the move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Bring in the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds his man. It's Terry.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. To the air, it's Murphy. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He
breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be dragged down. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
A&M comes back out with another first down. They think there's room to run to the right here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right. And then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Using the quick game. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're...
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
I know we're in the 3rd quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grant behind the line. It's Brown. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. A run for the quarterback. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down, as they've got a first at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Let's go! Let's go!
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs more.
Turning it on! They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Tight end now in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here, and if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Trying to get it in, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. Past the sticks and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Runs through a tackle. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll try the run. Makes one man miss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. On the ground, it's Roberts. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Defense.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on fourth down. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
He's got it on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in.
Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day, dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
They'll immediately call timeout. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. At midfield, he's got room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. If they get this one to the finish line behind this powerful running game, landmark moment, guys, to win a top 10 showdown this early in the season.
Yeah, and just proving why I'm the higher-ranked team, right? Like proving my ranking, building my case throughout the season. This is a great one to put on the ledger. This will be one that the playoff committee will be looking on down the road. A big top 10 win early in the season.
David, I think they're also serving notice to the rest of the teams on their schedule. I mean, they're watching this game right now early in the year, and they're saying, man, these dudes run the football. We better buckle up and we play these guys.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Murphy. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.